presidents to represent me. I'm out for presidents to represent me.
Harlem doesn't hand out permission slips. If you grew up there, confidence is currency, and hesitation costs extra. Damon Anthony Dash was born May 3rd, 1971, on 142nd in Lenox. At 15, life hit him twice in the same year. He lost his mother to asthma and was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Two permanent reminders that time was money and health was never promised. He swept barbershop floors, sold newspapers, and hustled candy to buy sneakers and shirts. Every dollar taught him that work ethic would replace inheritance. And then something different. His father enrolled him in Salisbury School, a Connecticut prep campus with ivy walls and lacrosse fields. For this first time, Dame saw what privilege looked like up close. That dual education, Harlem grit, plus prep school poise became his future formula. Boardroom swagger with block instinct. Oh yeah, he got family too. He also related to that Stacey Dash chick. Yeah, whatever about her. Anyway, by the late teens, he was already testing business blueprints. With his cousin Darian Dash, he launched Dash Entertainment, trying to turn local talent into profit. So around that time, he crossed paths with another Harlem prodigy, Big L, Lamont Coleman. Dame helped push his records, lined up meetings, and was close to bringing him to Roc-A-Fella. But in '99, Big L was shot before the deal even happened. A loss that hit Dame hard and made every future win feel like borrowed time. Out of those same Harlem ciphers came Cameron and Mace, two more young lions from 140-something. Dame was the big brother with business game, helping Cam connect with executives like Lance Rivera. Back then, it was about contacts. It was Harlem putting Harlem on. But in the early 90s, Dame already had a name. He managed early acts like the Future Sound and Original Flavor through connections with DJ Clark Kent. That work taught him contracts, percentages, and ego management before he even touched a major label. 1994, Destiny walks in wearing a chain that doesn't exist yet. Sean Jay-Z Carter meets Dame through mutual friends. Kareem Biggs Burke joins the mix. Three personalities collide. Jay, the cool strategist, Biggs, the quiet financer, and Dame, the loud visionary.
It's for the people, check it out. They don't be knowing the way I be flowing. When I be going, I be running the track like Jesse Owens. I disrupt the natural scheme, the way that you do things with a swing and have them rocking like Sting. You say never you run, if ever you come, it's never you run. So fast in your life to never have one. Come on and ride the rhythm. I produce like Jism, just like the gods. I start with knowledge, then follow with wisdom. For greater understanding, I'm landing blows and knocking sense into those that oppose me. Enticing when slicing through tracks. You're screaming Jesus Christ is back and God knows he can rap. Me and Jazz put rhythm on the map, so give him his dab. And me, I just take mine. Give me those, give me this, give me that. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
When labels passed on Jay, Dame refused to beg. So he built a label, Roc-A-Fella Records. Their first release, Reasonable Doubt, in 1996 was distributed through Priority Records. Independent grind, corporate level execution. The album barely hit platinum at first, but became scripture for anyone who saw themselves in a corner office they didn't own yet. 1998 brought Streets Is Watching, a visual album years before Beyonce would coin the term.
Hush Puppies? Hush Puppies? Nah.
Between takes, Dame started a joke that became culture. The pause game. Every time a sentence sounded suspect, he snapped back.
Pause. 500,000, about 50 of them things, pause.
The whole industry followed. By 1999, the rock machine was rolling.
Just in case you wanted to chop it up, I just wanted to place that right there.
Can we open it up?
Quadruple platinum.
DJ Cotton.
35 to 40 million growth.
Is that what it is?
That's what I heard. Pretty good. So what's next for Roc-A-Fella? DJ Cool's album's out.
Yeah, Gold album.
Gold already? Shit, that's creepy.
I mean, that was, I mean, we like to take whole credit for that, but that was really cool. You know, Cool really put it in.
Dame organized a $19 million tour for Jay-Z, the Hard Knock Life Tour.
My hand on your throat and my eye on your girl. Jay-Z the greatest niggas back and I shook up the world. I light up the spot like a glow in the dark clock. My job is done. Peace, I'm back to the block.
Proving that he could scale hip-hop like rock music. The camera crew captured every mile in Backstage, the year 2000, a raw documentary that put the business behind the bars. In one scene, Dame confronts Def Jam executive Kevin Liles over artist jackets, a viral moment before viral was even a word.
Motherfuckers call me an asshole every day, but I don't listen to that shit because I know it's right, because my crew tells me it's right, and I respect them.
How come they keep saying Def Jam all through that, all through these reviews? There's no mention of Roc-A-Fella, there's no mention of us putting together the tour. It's all Def Jam. You're telling me exactly why I don't really fuck with Def Jam. Because every time we get next to y'all, they get the credit. We own our own company and we look like artists. Bleak man. Yo, Bleak, you got a jacket over there, all right?
See this jacket? Shit. You see the Memphis Bleak? I didn't never have a Roc-A-Fella coat that said Memphis Bleak. This the only thing Def Jam got one up on. But other than that, Roc-A-Fella is the home team.
Oh my God!
You just dropped that one.
All of a sudden, this Def Jam jackets with niggas' names on it all over the tour. That shit is weak, man. You ain't been doing that. Everybody wants a jacket. You want to do something, make a motherfucking Hard Knock Life tour jacket. We don't want that shit. No. Why do I need Beanie Man and Memphis Bleak wearing a Def Jam jacket? They don't Roc-A-Fella. All of a sudden, niggas got jackets with their names on. And on our tour, it makes it look like a Def Jam tour. Wait a second, all right, look, you're the president of the company, right? So that means you're smart. Am I right? So don't sit there and play dumb. Now, wait. If everybody on this tour has a Def Jam jacket on, what would be the general perception of this when people just walking around and don't know nothing? What would it look like? So then, knowing this, why wouldn't you be extra sensitive about giving everybody Def Jam jackets on this tour? Why? You're president, now you know. So either you're real smart or you're real dumb. It's one or the other. And I'm not gonna say that you're real dumb. I'm gonna say you're real smart. So you know better. You all know better.
Hi, what's going on? So you guys want to find out what's on the official Def Jam tour bus? All right, come on up. We'll see what's going on in here.
It's like y'all putting motherfucking Def Jam presents the Def Jam's Hard Knock Life on Russell Simmons show. That was love. How is it a mistake?
From the mistakes.
How is that a mistake?
Because Russell does not look at every single thing that comes up.
He doesn't. I'm sorry, Russell, the person that somehow owns this fucking doesn't know that this is not his tour. He don't know that?
No, he knows that. But
so wait, all right, the people at his company don't know that?
Right, maybe not.
Maybe not. If that's the case, that means the general public don't know that.
The Def Jam tour bus consists of 9 video screens. We've got digital curtains. Let the curtains down. Let them check the curtains as they go down.
The little mistakes you make are making, just because you're not trying to, those mistakes are making it so that it looks like it's your tour.
No, sometimes you get tired of pulling curtains on tour, so thought we'd get some electronic curtains.
Look, y'all niggas are too fucking professional and you're too smart to make these kind of dumbass mistakes. You alright? Sony wouldn't do this. Loud gets his prop. RCA don't take that. Bad Boy gets his prop. Arrington don't take that. But Face gets his prop. Y'all gotta have your fucking face in everything we do. Then I gotta be the asshole and yell. I don't feel like doing that shit all the time. I'm sick of that shit. Yo, for 30% of my day goes to correcting your fucking mistake. They're gonna pay me more for that? It is true, man.
That's Les's towel. That's Big Les's towel. You just, man, yo.
The thing I told you when I came in is that we don't want to get overshadowed by fucking Def Jam's name, by Russell Simmons, and by your logo. I will guarantee the win, and it's exactly the opposite. And you're not doing nothing to stop it. You know how you do? You give everybody fucking Def Jam jackets.
This is our cool out area. We watch TV, play Nintendo, 65. Hey, whoa.
Please don't take an act of love.
That ain't no love, man. That's promotion.
That's trying to cheat.
Yo, who you think you're talking to? I understand.
That's basically the inside of the Def Jam tour bus.
All I need y'all to do is cut the checks. That's it. We're taking all the chances. We're the ones that boycott the Grammys. We're the ones that motherfucking put our ass on the line and did this tour, and we still don't get the credit for it. Why not? I don't know why, because your fucking fat ass is around all the time.
See, that clip summed him up. Unfiltered, unapologetic, untamed by corporate decorum. To the streets, he was a hero. To the industry, a problem with a profit margin. From Harlem stoops to Connecticut halls. From sweeping floors to selling out arenas. Dame Dash built his ambition on grind, grit, and grudge. The empire was forming, and soon every move would cost more than money. Somewhere between the music and the mayhem, Dame found calm. Her name was Aaliyah. They met in the late 90s when both were carving new lanes in music and film. She was the future of R&B, he was rewriting hip-hop business. By 2000, they were inseparable. Harlem hustle met Detroit grace. In 2001, Aaliyah boarded a plane leaving the Bahamas after filming Rock the Boat. It crashed shortly after takeoff. She was 22. Dame said later they were planning to marry. For the first time, the man who never blinked in the boardroom was broken.
She died. But you know, what Aaliyah liked about me and what she loved about me was the fact that I had strength and I learned to live with my obstacles and deal with it. So, you know, I know that she wouldn't have seen anything in me if she didn't see the strength to get through it. But it definitely is still painful. I'm just able to like look at her videos and hear her music.
While Jay's stacking plaques, Dame's building a studio on film. He wants hip-hop to control its own cinema. Real stories, real faces, no Hollywood filters. In 2002, he started State Property. Beanie Siegel plays a Philly street boss. Dash produces under the Roc brand.
Snoop! Oh shit, man. What's up, Snoop? I get plenty of money, I'm playing. You ain't getting all that money. What's up, man? I give y'all opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, I'm gonna give y'all a chance to come get down with us. What you mean get down with y'all, yo? You know what I'm saying? I supply you with all the work. You report the baby boy, and everybody get this money together, cause you oh man, I really don't need no help, yo. Nigga, you gonna get down or you gonna fucking lay down.
It's a raw, loud, and profitable enough to spawn a sequel.
Oh yeah, Chris and Neef saw your man Dame on South Street. Dame. Fuck Dame, man.
Yeah, I know that nigga.
Next up, Paper Soldiers. A young Kevin Hart headlines long before Netflix money and stadium tours.
We're three friends with a plan.
You told me we just gonna go check the spot out.
Well, we checked it out. Now we checking in.
Rob from the rich.
You gonna pick the lock?
Yeah, I'm a locksmith.
I didn't know that.
Give to themselves.
Oh, look at that. Dropped a lot of my money. I can't stand when I drop like 30,000 like that. You see that?
And get the girl.
You must not know. A nigga get ready to own this. Really? Half. Like this half.
Dame backs him, showing again he can spot talent early. Later that year comes Paid in Full.
What's up? Nigga need some work, man. What's going on?
Ain't nothing pumping right now, B.
Come on, man. I know y'all got
Cameron, Mekhi Phifer, and Wood Harris turn Harlem legends Azzy Faison and Rich Porter into a myth. Dame produces and Jay-Z co-signs. The film becomes a hood classic and business lesson rolled into one, a cinematic mirror of the Roc's own grind. Then, as the empire starts to wobble, Dame writes and directs Death of a Dynasty in 2003. It's a parody of his own company, the boss lampooning his kingdom while it's still standing.
Jay-Z, you rolling with the big dogs now, huh?
To play with the players you've heard about.
He just said Puff Daddy? Let me tell you something. My name is P. Diddy.
To face the music you can't live without.
What has kept Jay-Z on the top of his game for so long?
I'm the reason he's in the game.
When it finally releases in 2005, the joke lands like a prophecy. Meanwhile, Roc-A-Wear, launched in 1999, becomes a street luxury form. By 2003, sales top hundreds of millions. Dame calls it proof that ownership beats endorsement. But behind the champagne, something's shifting. Jay-Z wants corporate structure, and Dame wants creative control. See, while Jay's on vacation, Dame makes a move that changes everything. He almost appointed Cameron vice president of Roc-A-Fella, a Harlem loyalty play made without telling Jay-Z.
Around the house today. Now, before we went to break, you just said that you're now president of Roc-A-Fella. How did that happen? How did that come about? And what is Dame?
It's really like the title is vice president, you know what I'm saying? But basically it's like Dame already knew that I've been through the struggle, and he knew I knew the business because of the situations that I've been through in the past, and he's seen all the work that I do. Like I go to the studio.
Jay sees insubordination, Dame sees independent. When he returns, tension floods the office.
Let's clear this up once and for all. The whole Dame Dash, Jay-Z feud. You know, that's been out for a long time. I know you've spoken on it before, but where did this come from, and what is the status of it?
Well, if you see people like me and Dame, we'd be together every day because our drive was for Roc-A-Fella. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't have anything else to do. So we'd be together every day. Every day, our waking day, we was worried about doing something else to make Roc-A-Fella grow. In the beginning, we'd jump in the van, we'd go to Maryland, we'd go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And now we got our focus is everywhere. Different things. There's Roc-A-Wear, there's state property, there's Armadale, there's so many different things, as well as things that we always want to do on our own, which is, when people see that, it's drifting apart, we always been polar opposites, you know what I'm saying? But when people see us drifting apart or doing different things like that, it leads to like talking, and then that just grows and it grows. And but I mean, I'm the kid's, I'm his son's godfather. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. Me and him, we work to this thing happen, and we both realize our dreams together. So we gonna always have that bond. So it's not a beef. It's just that it's just growing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes growing means growing apart, not in a bad way. Like I liken it to like a LA, like I said, baby face situation. We all got things that we want to do, and we want to do separately.
At the same time, Kanye West is rising fast. Both Jay and Dame claim they have believed in him first. But when the split hits, Kanye slides with Jay. So Dame doubles down on Harlem, keeping Cam and Dipset in his corner. That choice, Cam over Kanye, becomes symbolic. Loyalty over leverage. It's Harlem heart versus industry foresight, and it marks the line between the Roc's golden age and its civil war.
Been going around about maybe you becoming the president of Def Jam. Do you think
President
you want to
Carter,
I like that. Vote or die, President Carter.
I spoiled everybody, but I did everything was like turnkey. I was like everybody's manager. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I might, on that respect, I might have spoiled them. You know what I'm saying? In rock and roll, you don't sign an artist until they can like fill up a venue and sell merch, and they sell their own CDs, and they travel, and they hit the chitlin circuit. Then they get signed. But like with Roc-A-Fella, I would just sign people, put them on a private jet, and they'd be performing in front of the garden. You know what I'm saying? I guess you think that's normal. You know what I mean? But it just wasn't.
By 2004, the empire starts to crack. Island Def Jam buys the remaining Roc-A-Fella shares. Jay-Z accepts the president's seat at Def Jam.
Give it up for the president of Def Jam, Jay-Z. Oh, as president of Def Jam.
Dame and Biggs cash out and walk away. The split isn't just paperwork, it's ideology. Jay chooses longevity. Dame chooses legacy. He sells his Roc-A-Wear stake soon after for roughly $22 million. On paper, he's rich. In practice, he's exiled. So the Roc era made Dame Dash a legend. Music, movies, fashion, all stamped with his hustle. But the same fire that built the empire scorched its walls. Next comes the Re-Invention. A new building, new brands, and a lesson learned the expensive way. When the smoke cleared from the Roc-A-Fella breakup, Dame Dash was still standing, but alone. The culture called him arrogant. The industry called him finished. Dame called it freedom. 2005 opens up with State Property 2, the sequel to his early rock film. This time, Dame directs it himself, proving he doesn't need Jay-Z's backing to stay in motion. The cast is a time capsule of early 2000s hip-hop. Beanie Siegel, N.O.R.E., Kanye West, even a cameo with Dame Dash himself. It's rough, unapologetic, and pure Harlem DIY. Around the same time, Dame takes another big swing. Fashion again. He partners with designer Rachel Roy, who had worked under Rocawear's women's division. Together they launched the Rachel Roy collection, mixing runway polish with street intuition. Business and romance blur, they married that same year. For a while, it looks like Dame found his next empire. But the fashion game is colder than hip hop. By 2009, their marriage and business partnership both collapsed.
You were married at one point to Rachel Roy. That relationship ended in divorce, and there are whispers at Lemonade, the Becky with the good hair.
Y'all asking me that? That's y'all asking me that? I would just think y'all would ask me not a gossipy, chatty question. No, I don't really care about none of that.
And here's why I'm going.
Lawsuits, custody battles, and unpaid debt start stacking up. Still chasing ownership, Dame makes a bold, nostalgic play. Pro Kids. He partners with Stride Right in 2004 and 2005 to revive the classic sneaker line, aiming to challenge Nike and Adidas. Dipset wears kicks in videos, Harlem supporting it, but mainstream traction never hits. And by 2008, the deal fades quietly. It's another lesson. You can't rebrand nostalgia without distribution muscle. Never one to sit still, Dame opens a multi-floor art and media space in Tribeca, DD 172. Inside, the producers, painters, directors, and rappers, Ski Beats, Currency, Mos Def, and creative kids trying to rebuild the culture without middlemen. He calls it a creative factory for independence. From those sessions come projects like Blue Rock Records and albums such as Currency's Pilot Talk in 2010. For a moment, it feels like the old rock magic is back. Smaller circle, same energy. Then the lawsuits come. By 2012, rapper Currency sues Dame for $1.5 million.
What exactly were you suing him over?
Well, according, if you haven't seen it, it was copyright infringement and shit.
Claiming he released their music without proper authorization. Dash insists he had verbal agreements.
So that's what they do. They be like, you can come with us, but you can't with Dame. That's what happened with me and Currency. So I started making records with Currency, and we went gold. Putting our version Indie Gold on Def Jam, and then Warner offers them a deal while I'm in China or some shit like that, a 360 deal and all this other shit. But they say that you can't. It's exclusive. You can't work with me. So if I put a record out now, he got to sue me. Each other.
Yep.
If you notice, I'm only calling out people that are hurting my culture, that aren't from my culture.
Yep.
And that's what they don't like.
The case is settled quickly and quietly, but it signals a new pattern. Vision first, paperwork later. The money starts drying up. By 2015, New York courts report Dame Dash owing hundreds of thousands in back taxes and unpaid child support.
Right now, I got warrants out for my arrest, and for things that don't make sense. Well, for child support. But I know I just gave my son's mother $120,000 for a house outside of child support. But a lawyer, because of a lawyer, I have a warrant for my arrest for $23,000.
Why are you here? Why aren't you arrested?
Because it's in New York, and it's not a criminal warrant.
It's not camp. It only can be served there.
In New York. And then the same lawyer, his name's Donald Suarez, he's also representing my other ex-wife. He's representing both of them. And I'm like a good father, and I pay for everything. This person I have another warrant for not paying child support, but I just gave this person $50,000. And I just paid for, and I just paid for school. $30,000 up front, paid for massages, paid for chefs. I don't have a lawyer yet.
That's not smart.
No, it is smart.
The lawyers messed the whole world up.
Yeah, but you gotta file papers.
I didn't say I didn't. I'm not gonna I filed my papers. Don't get it twisted.
He's arrested and publicly shamed, a far cry from a man who once told executives, "I own everything I touch." But even then, he keeps the same energy, showing up to interviews in sunglasses and confidence, still preaching ownership. In his Breakfast Club appearance in 2015, he lectures DJ Envy and Charlemagne on independence.
No money in this world for someone to pay me so they could call me, so I could call them a boss. That's like calling somebody daddy. How can a man call another man, yo, that's my boss? We don't do that.
I mean, everybody at some point has to have a boss, right?
No, not in Harlem. Oh, okay. Put it like this.
Because you're somebody's boss.
No, I'm not somebody's boss. When I was in the street, if someone wasn't your boss, they gave you an opportunity.
Okay.
They gave you some work. You go make it, and then you bring it back. You can go buy your own work and do whatever you want. It's called consignment.
So why this can't be all work? This corporate America, we could be using
you don't
this.
own it.
I'm
telling you why. Question. Let me answer your question. Can you give it to your son?
Can I give what to my son?
Whatever you
shares
working
of this
for.
company? I absolutely positively can.
How?
How? Because I own shares of this company.
You bought them?
Yes.
What I'm saying is, can your son eat? Is this yours to give the whole company
this
to you?
This company is not my son's. No,
exactly.
It's not mine.
That moment redefines his image for a new generation. The loud ex-mogul turned philosopher of independence. It's also the start of a long internet chapter that will later become both his platform and his punchline. See, Dame Dash had been on top of the world, and now he was rebuilding it from the sidewalk up. No rock, no J, no backing. Just vision and a YouTube channel. He lost companies, clothes, and credibility. But not the one thing he refused to sell, his pride. By the mid-2010s, Dame Dash was no longer the mogul in glass offices. He was the camera, the editor, and the headline. The industry he once bullied now streamed on phones, and his new empire lived on YouTube and Instagram Live. In 2019, Dame joins Growing Up Hip Hop on WeTV, a reality show about rap royalty and their kids. He appears with his son Boogie Dash, trying to mentor him through addiction and adulthood. At first it's heartwarming, then the edit's twisted.
You guys need to look at each other and have a conversation. You haven't been even looking at each other.
I look at you.
And just talk.
First and foremost, Ava graduated, and that was a big moment for me. Why you ain't text us and tell us she wasn't coming?
It's out.
Yeah, well, that's a disrespectful answer. It's cool.
Everything I'm gonna say is disrespectful to you. No point in talking.
Give me some respect.
Don't just text me
because you got paid to be here.
Dame Dash clashes with producers and family on air, accusing the network of turning therapy into a circus.
Where did things go wrong with the three of you?
I don't know. I don't know. Because he overreacts. If a man, to me, is hurt over things that a man shouldn't be hurt over, and I love that person.
Again, more shoulds.
I'm telling you to should.
Yeah.
Because that means I should get away from him.
It's hard for me to even give a about moving forward with him if he's telling me directly to my face that I'm not a man, I'm a boy. I take care of my son, I pay my own bills.
I've taken care of you. I've taken care of you.
Me?
Yes, I've made sure that you had a job. You got the nepotism of life. I made you caught jobs before. Exactly.
Thank you
see,
so much.
that's the appreciation I get. For them to say they gave me
that.
something. One time.
I wish I could give you something.
You could. You could give me respect. My whole survival has been because of the respect I've had for people in life.
I'm big on respect too. You told me that you think I'm bad at what I do. It's a little bit hurtful.
So you just came and said you didn't get me. You made 20 movies, you didn't put me in none. I'm glad I wasn't in this one.
It's a fact.
The reason why you was, I had you playing a cop. I think you could play a good cop.
The best.
You're not the best. I just control my environment.
After walking away, he launches Dame Dash Studios, promising to own every frame of his story. A year earlier, in 2018, a viral phone clip showed Dame confronting film director Lee Daniels at a party. He reminded Daniels of the $2 million loan he fronted years before for indie movies that later turned into hits.
playing with my grandkids and I broke my ankle. Okay, all right, so I want to move the energy in the room right now. I want everybody hands in the air. We're going to do reach out and touch with this beautiful, incredible orchestra, okay? Reach out and touch it.
The video hit millions of views overnight. Dame pressing the Hollywood man in person. Soon after, Daniels publicly admitted he owed the money and paid up.
I'm going to get it to him because I think that that's the right thing to do. And it sadly took that wake-up call during Diana reach out and touch somebody's hand for me to realize that.
It was vindication. Harlem still collected his debt. And 2021 brought new age conflict. Roc-A-Fella Records sued Dash for allegedly trying to auction Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt album as an NFT. Dame claimed he only intended to sell his 1/3 stake in the label, not the entire album itself. The court sided with Roc-A-Fella. The sale was blocked. It was a digital era rerun of a 2004 split. Ownership on trial again. And in 2022, a federal jury said Dame overstepped on Dear Frank and hit him with about $805,000 in damages. Then in March 2025, after more back and forth and trash talk, a judge entered a $4 million defamation judgment in the director Josh Weber's favor. Headline said the ruling came after Dame didn't answer the suit in time. By the summer, stories said he was turning over film assets to help satisfy the older $800K judgment. The indie bet turned into a legal bill.
It doesn't give you control.
We can't all
It gives you no power. It just makes you look stupid. And I'm gonna ruin you as a lawyer. You'll never be a lawyer again. I bet you I'm gonna make you famous. I'm just giving you rope to hang yourself. You're gonna be in a whole nother courtroom, in a whole nother place for your frivolous lawsuits.
Any texts that we've received,
we've
produced, they're all in the Google Drive.
Probably can't read.
Lucian, you were very aware
the
of this
testimony.
thing.
I think I did send those texts. That's
Hold on one second. I'm speaking now. Okay.
And in September 2024, during an Instagram Live, Dame's dental implant slipped out mid-conversation. He laughs it off, showing the camera his diamond grill and explaining he's needed replacement for 20 years. But the internet smelt blood. Clips circulated with captions like, "From rock to dentures." Dame later tells fans, "I'm still solid, my teeth just retired before I do." It's funny, human, and a little tragic. The moment the mogul meme files itself. Late 2024-25, Harlem turns inward yet again. Cameron and Dame Dash, once brothers in business, start trading shots online.
Gave him a pound, and I got mad a little bit about that because, 50 patted him on his hips twice. He gave him a pat. So I'm like, yo, why are you smacking Cam on his ass like that? Pause, what in this environment, in that tight ass suit?
Dame is beefing with 50 Cent on the internet. I bump into 50 Cent. 50 Cent sees me and be like, "Killer, what's up, nigga? Get some money." You know how niggas, oh nigga, what you used to do back in the days, pat nigga pocket, you getting that money? Cool. Me and 50 good. We ain't got no problem. Dame calls me and says, "Yo, I seen 50. How you gonna let him pap you?" This is verbatim what Dame said. I'm telling the audience verbatim. "Yo, I seen 50, you and 50, how you gonna let him pap your pockets? That ain't Harlem. You down with the Pap Club?" Dame got a movie called Honor Up. He's shooting it on 125th and 12th Avenue. I tell him I'm about to go to Jersey. "Yo, stop by the set real quick. Stop by the set, show some love real quick." It's like 3 degrees outside. I'm with Juju, mind you. Juju was my girl at the time, with Juju. So we go in the trailer till Dame finished shooting this scene. Dame comes over, "Yo, get Cam a fur. You in the next scene, Cam. Get a fur." Hold the fuck on. Get a fur. Nah, I just came support. "Nah, I need you to do this scene. Dame, I didn't come here and do no scene. "Oh shit, Juju here? Get Juju a fur. Get a fur. Both of them, they gonna put them in the nigga scene, the bitch scene." I said, Dame, I don't want to be in this movie. Oh, you gonna do me like that? Pause. That's what you gonna do? Word, you serious? Now the guilt trips on me. All I want you to do is one little scene. Fine, Dame, fine. Now we in the scene. It's no lines. Yo, just talk and figure it out, everybody. Just talk some shit, just figure it out. Before we get out of here, we did this scene for this movie. We have no idea what the movie's about nothing. Dame like, yo, tomorrow I need you in Peekskill. No. Dame, no, I'm not coming to Peekskill. I need you to, yo, how you gonna do this scene? And I need you, man, you gonna fuck the movie up if you don't come do the scene in Peekskill.
Cam jokes about Dame's movie Honor Up and his money situation. Dame fires back on Instagram accusing Cam of talking slick for clicks.
You know, I'll deal with it when I see him or when we talk, you know, but I haven't seen him, but I keep hearing him talk about me. It's not thorough to have a really private conversation and go to the radio and tell everybody before everyone else knows. Thinking that that's funny without caring about the recourse of this mistake you made. My advice is, I don't think that's the way to approach it. We spoke about Honor Up. You did come in the scene, pause. But we also did a lot, like you showed up 3 or 4 times to do a lot of other scenes, which you did. And at the time, you were telling me that you wanted to make sure that Juju was expanding her brand. So I thought I was doing you a favor. And I don't remember any of this, just get in and freestyle and all that. Maybe it might have happened one day, but again, when would I ever come to a video set of yours and not jump in the video?
What follows is months of posts, podcasts, and petty. By mid-2025, Dame claims Cam's team tried to lure his son Boogie into interviews behind his back.
And I get a call from my son Boogie, like, guess what? Cam just called me, sent me some money so I could go on an interview. Cam, this is a whole new level of low. You know, it's just not proper conduct to bring children or my children or anyone's children in. And I know Larry made the call, but to try to divide a family and take advantage, manipulate my child, all because you're too scared to have a direct conversation with me about the things you said about me, it's just not the way it's just not the level. It kind of shows your pedigree of pettiness. And right now, I think your pedigree for messing with over this.
Cam fires back on his Talk with Flea podcast, saying the feud was a setup from the jump.
If you want to know the truth, Dame, this is what happened. Your son, a few weeks ago, called Larry asking for money. He needed money. Not last month, not last year, not a couple years ago. A few weeks ago, he needed money. Larry works on this show. And now, don't get me wrong, this could have been bad timing. We can acknowledge that. But he said, yo, you want to come on the show? We'll pay for it. He said, yeah, I'll come on the show. So Larry called me and said, yo, Boogie said he want to come on the show. I said, all right, cool. I wasn't even going to get into it with Dame. I text Boogie. I have the text messages. I said, Boogie, what do you want to talk about? My movies and my music. I said, all right, bet, no problem. Next thing is, yo, Cam, you tried to book my son. No, your son was broke. Hit Larry for some bread. Larry thought it'd be cool for you to come on the show. Like I said, could have been bad timing, but no, I ain't gonna try him. This your son and book, yo, my nigga. Like Larry said, your son, I take it as your son robbed niggas. You needed money, you said you wanted to come on the show, we sent you some bread to come. We wasn't gonna talk about your pops, and even if we was, you could have been like, we ain't talking about him, but I wouldn't do that. You booked.
Then in September 2025, Dame sends a $300 million defamation and RICO threat letter to Cam and others, claiming that a coordinated smear campaign is going on. Lawsuits had replaced label meetings at this point. Every headline felt like another verse in Dame Dash versus the world. Dame sat back in the Breakfast Club studio, the same room he once sued, and talked about what it really means to be a boss.
And you know why you're not seeing the world? You know what happens when you have to go someplace? You laughing. You know what happens when you have to go someplace every day at 4 in the morning?
You can't go nowhere. You got to be here every day. You've been 15 years. You've missed the whole world. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're saying it confidently. And you're in an algorithm where people actually believe you out of response. And why you think they keep you here? They want y'all to make us dumb.
But if you worked here, you would.
I would never work here. I would only.
$20 million in debt.
What you talking about? I'm not in debt. Okay, stop right there. Stop right there.
I'm listening.
You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie. You an old Harlem auntie.
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't. And then we and you won't do shit.
See, Dame, this is with the chatty patty. So just so you know, because I knew you was gonna say that.
I've seen you run. That's it. I've seen you. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying no. Then your version of respectful is different than mine. We were on the street right now and you were talking like that, I would have fucked you up. But I'm not going to do that. Nah, I wouldn't have got beat up.
Then he took a breath. Older, calmer, maybe wiser, and said, being a boss don't mean you're better than people. It means you take the hits first so your people can eat after. But somewhere along the line, that message got lost.
And I'm thinking, like, why am I beefing with Cam? And the only reason why is because I just never got to talk to him. He publicly said he wasn't going to talk to me, but almost every OG from Harlem and everyone I respect is like, yo, cut this shit, it's embarrassing. So, you know, Daniel spoke to Cam and we could resolve this. I just want to talk to him and it's over. And if you need to, you know, because we can't publicly have us as black people beefing with each other. That's just what they want.
Whether it's legal strategy or theater, it keeps Dame trending for sure. As I create this very video before your eyes, Cam was just on the Breakfast Club. And let's just throw it in here and see what he had to say about all of this.
Like, Dame did a lot for me, you know what I'm saying? Like today's gonna be my last day Dame dashing.
Us too. Us too.
Yeah, because it's annoying, you know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, I feel like I got set up. It felt like Dame had all these problems with me and never said it and was looking like a reason to say it. Shit, you at a point where you said as long as your name stay in the algorithm, even if it takes beefing with your man to be in the algorithm, that's where you at in life. And I'm like, I see why niggas be curving. You got to think about this, not just artists. If you sit there and think about the artists that he helped and put on, it's phenomenal. You sit there and think about Kevin Hart or Jay-Z or Kanye or myself or whoever. Nobody fuck with you. Is it the artist or is it you? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, at day one niggas don't fuck with you. Daniel, I'm not saying, he calls Dame and says, yo, I gave the lady the 50,000. Dame goes off of, you dumbass nigga, you a Vegas Bama, da. So I called this nigga a bunch of names, talking about, I didn't tell you to give, niggas crazy. Yeah, I didn't tell you to give her 50,000. He's like, I don't know this lady, how'd I get a number? Yada, 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 yada. Larry hangs up on him. Calls me, said, Cam, I've been dealing with Dame. I deal with his insults. Say, this the last straw. Been paying this man to promote the weed. I gave him 50,000 for a movie, etc. I just can't. I'm tapped out. Dame calls me after. We not fucking with Larry. I said, why not? He said he hung up on me. That's not what real men do. Real men don't real men don't hang up on niggas. Like that. How many times me and you argue? You never hung the phone up on me. This and that. I say, damn, nigga, I know you. Everybody's not built for your verbal assassination or whatever the fuck you want to call your verbal assault. Everybody, when you see a person like Dame, do you look happy to you?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, happiness matters to me.
Me too. Yeah.
Happiness and being able to pay my bills and all this other. This is really mad. I want to be happy. I want to be laughing. Like, when you see me and Mace on the show, we be dead ass laughing to where we edit some of that shit out because we laughing that much. Like, that shit is cool. To make money, laugh, and go home and have a peace of mind, that means more to me than anything else, or especially at this stage in life.
So even as the lawsuits pile up, Dame stays on brand. Podcasts, self-help reels, merch drops. He preaches independence, rails against culture vultures, and calls himself the last real boss. Critics call it delusion. Fans call it consistency. Either way, the message hasn't changed since Lenox Ave. Own what's yours or die trying. In my opinion, Dame Dash built his name on being a boss. Every move, every rant, every deal, it came from that energy. But the older you get, the more you start to realize that being a boss ain't the same as being a leader. A boss tells you what to do. A leader shows you how to do it and inspires you to do it better than they did. A boss gives you orders. A leader gives you purpose. One leaves you tired. The other leaves you changed. Now, I'm not saying Dame never tried to lead. He did in his own way. But somewhere along the line, the power, the pride, the pain, it all got mixed up. He rubbed people the wrong way, point blank. And maybe that's the price of always trying to be in control. The story is not about villains or heroes. It's not completely about the downfall of Dame Dash. This is about what happens when vision turns into pressure and power turns into distance. Because when you string people along with your power, eventually the power is all you got left. Dame will always be a boss. But the real question is, was he ever allowed to be a leader? Let me know what y'all think about this, man. This is your boy Murph, Big Brother Almighty. If you like the vibe, go and subscribe. It don't cost nothing for you to hit that button. So stop fronting. Till next time, y'all. Peace.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Listen up. Welcome to the show. It's Blacklight TV. Current vibes, all the news that you need. In this world changing, keep your soul light. Stay with us, we'll get you through the night. Turn it